Hello, hello, my quilties. We're back. We're back. We are back with block number 5. Nope, I'm sorry. Block number 6. We're on block number 6 of the charity quilt sew along. And the one that was doing this, she had the color yellow. Her name is Sally. And this is her pink block. Hope you can see that. This is her pink block, and we're going to be doing this in the yellow on camera. So this is what we're making in yellow. Okay? And like I said, her name is Sally, and we're going to follow her instructions on here. I'm going to give you the sizes of the fabric, the measurements of the fabric. I said the sizes like it's a dress or something. But also, I want to take the time and ask everybody that's watching this video to like, subscribe, and share. That's one of the things helps this channel keep going, is that if we get people to like and subscribe and share, it just goes a long way, and I do appreciate it. Right now, I started this channel back in January, because I just thought it would be something nice to do, and I really love quilting. So I started this channel in January of this year, and it's been doing pretty good. At least I think so. We're up to like 120 subscribers, which is great to me, and 150 would be probably better. So if you just hit that like button down below and the little bell to subscribe, or the word, I don't know how it comes up on the screen, either one, I'd appreciate it. Okay? So we're going to move right along. Okay, so what the measurements are, we need 4 2.5-inch white squares. We need 2, 4, 8 2.5 by 4.5 background white squares. We need 1 4.5 by 4.5 accent, which this is the middle square. I'll show you on here. This would be the middle right here. We need 2, 4, 6, 8. We need 8 2.5. These will be considered the dark squares, which matches the middle. And then we have 2.5 by 4.5 lighter yellow rectangles. And then we have 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 of the medium as well. Okay? This might be 12 too. Let me just make sure. No, this is 8. Okay? Just double check it, because I'm looking at it right now as well with you. So what we're going to start out with, we're going to leave this one here in the middle. Just going to leave it right there. And then we're going to start out with the 2.5-inch dark squares. I'm going to put these medium ones on the side. Okay, along with this and this, we're going to work with these two right here, the light and the dark. And I know we've been using the flying geese ruler. In this case, we're not going to use the ruler, but we're going to make flying geese. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take one of these and 2 of these, 2 of these. We're going to draw a line on the back of these, okay? Let's see if I could bring this down some. Remember the last time. Oh, it's working. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to take these. We're going to draw a diagonal line. I don't want to get it on my table, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to draw a diagonal line. And we're going to call this one the Sally block, because this is Sally's. This pen is not working. Let's try this one. Of course, you know. All right, there we go. We got a line there. We'll go right across that little sunflower. I like sunflowers. I used to have them growing in my yard. All right, move these over here. These pins out of the way. Take this. We're gonna put right sides together here. Make sure you can see that. Right sides together. And we're gonna sew on the inside. We're gonna sew on the inside of this line here. Right on the line, but just a little bit on the inside. That's what I do. Just right on the inside. I mean, like right on the line, but on the side of it. It seemed like to me, hold on, I want to move that over a little bit. This looks like it should have been moved over just a little bit. All right, there we go. Now you could pin this if you needed to. You could just pin it right over here on this side of it here. You could just pin it to keep it still. Look like I need to pin it because it seems like it just keeps moving on me. Let's see. Did that thing just come unthreaded? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Matter of fact, it didn't come unthreaded. I just brought this back from the shop. And I guess that little bit of thread that was in there, what was in there? So the best thing, I probably need to thread it. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I was ready to. I had got everything in place and did all of this and wasn't even threaded. This is the first time I'm using it since I got it back from the shop. It was the sensor was dirty. Let's cut all this off of here. Okay. Alrighty, back in business. Now I gotta line it up and see if I can start it right where it stopped at. There we go. I got it on snail. Got it on snail mode. we're going to roll this back. And see, when you do it just a little bit on the inside, it seems like it just goes all the way across. And we got my ironing board ready back here. Pull it just a little closer. There we go. Right. Cut this part off here, 1/4 inch. And then we're going to take this side and we're going to put it here. And we're going to go right down on that side. On this side of the line, okay? Do I need to move this over some so you can see what I'm doing? I'm in my sewing room. Usually I'm sewing out in the dining room. But I'm back in my sewing room, which I need to clean up. My husband told me, you have a whole sewing room and you easing your stuff out into the rest of the house. Which is not true. I have my sit and sew on Mondays, and there's not enough room in here. Maybe we need to get another house. Something to think about. Oh, that looks good. Okay. I'm gonna roll that back and press it. And then we're gonna also cut 1/4 inch of this off. Okay, now we need to do 4 of those. Okay, so we need 4 of those. Press these out just a little bit. A little line in there. All right. So we need 2 for each one, so we need 6. I'm just gonna draw a line on 6 of them. But I want to make sure when I do this, what part I want up. Like I think I want that little flower to show. So I'm gonna just pay attention to that. What I want to show. Sometimes you have to it's like all my pens are not working. Come on. I usually don't even, but all my stuff is out there in the dining room. But being that I'm cutting this off, okay, just want to make sure I'm cutting off. Y'all just gotta bear with this. I could have did this prior to, but I didn't. So y'all gotta sit with me, talk with me, walk with me. So turn it like this. I probably could just draw the line and turn it the way I want when I would get ready to sew it on. That makes sense, huh? All right, all right, all right, all right. I could do some chain piecing. Okay. I am looking. I am paying attention. I don't want it too far away from the line. I just want it just a little bit on the side. Do I want this piece? I think we want this piece. When you have like a nice big bold print like this one here, you want to try to see if you can get as much of the print that you want to show when you're doing something like this. Yes, you can. You can make it, you can do what you want here. Do I like that? Yeah. See what I'm doing? I'm doing this first just to see if I want this much to show or this much. So I want this much to show of this flower. So I'm kind of looking at it first to make sure that I'm getting what I want. Sometimes we do it, I know I have, and then I say I could have turned that a different way so that I could see more of the flower. Press that over. And I like it. Because we are getting those big sunflowers to show. See? Cut these off. I'm just eyeballing the 1/4 inch that I cut off. You could use a ruler and you could lay it on here and just put it on the 1/4 inch, the stitching on the 1/4 inch line and cut it that way too. Okay, so do these. Now we're going to put these on this side. And again, we're going to pay attention to what's going to be flipped up. So that's fine. This. Okay, so this is the way we're doing this. Keep reaching for this to put the presser foot down because my other machine is more manual than this one, and I have to do all that. And this machine, you don't have to. But I'm getting kind of used to doing it. When I take with me on Fridays to Castleberry, I have to lift it up too. I hope this one here is going to be okay. Look like we could have went over a little bit more, but we'll see. If I have to take it out, I'll take it out. But it might not matter. And I want Sally's block to look nice. I want it to look as nice as her one that she did. Okay. I think the primary color quilt is gonna look just as nice as the breast cancer. I think whoever gets either one of these quilts are gonna be happy. They came out nice. They came out nice. Look at the flowers. Look at the flowers. Great choice of fabric. All right. So that part is done. Let me sit that here just to give me a visual of what I'm doing. I'll let y'all see it as well. Give you a little visual here. I'm just laying it on here like she had it. Now we're going to take I'm going to go with these here. And you need to sew make sure which side is the right side. That's it. We got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to draw the lines on these. We're going to get these out of the way because all we got to do is draw straight right sides together, 1/4 inch. Excuse me. Dry throat there. Okay. So it's straight. Right side. I think we're going to press these to the yellow, which is the dark side. Not sure if it really even makes a difference, but we're going to do it to the dark side. Press them and put them to the side. Press them and put them to the side. Put them to the side. All right. I'm going to sit them on the board. All right. Now we're going to draw the lines on these. And we're going to make some more flying geese. Sometimes you can do it the way we did it on the other blocks, and some patterns you have to cut everything out and put them together this way. It just depends on what you're doing. But you still come up to the same thing, flying geese. Flying geese is a flying geese. So here in Florida, in Orange County, that's where I live in Orange County, we are voting. So if you're in Orange County, go vote. I did. It's all right, we are almost there. Once we get these flying geese done here, we'll be able to start putting rows together. Now this one here, we're going to take 4 of them out. And here you really got to look. I needed my black light. It's all out in the other room. But this, okay. And then we're going to do 4 of these. I always gotta look because feel like I'm directional challenge or something. Is that a word? Directional challenged. I don't know. But I have to lay everything out. That's why I love the board so much. Is because I could lay my stuff out and see how it goes and then lay it down and then do it that way. But if I had to just go and just remember how it go and look at, it might have a name to a quilt, but I would have to change it. I would have to change it to another name because it wouldn't look like the one that they, or a two-letter word, or I would have to keep taking it out. But I think depending on how it look, I might keep it like that and name it the Karen. Because some mistakes become a new pattern. I think that's how people get new patterns, through a mistake. I know one time I made a quilt when I first started quilting, and I thought I was doing something by cutting everything out without reading the whole pattern. I just got to one part and then I was going to cut all of them. But the next step was to mirror. So cut one this way and cut one the other way. Well, I had cut all of them out one way. And I wasn't gonna like get rid of those pieces, and I wasn't into quilting. I hadn't been doing it a long time, so I just put them together and just made sure I sewed a 1/4 inch, and it really came out so nice. And when I posted it online, they asked me what the name of the pattern was, and I said it was the Karen. That's what I named it. Now, I never made it again. It was just a mess up, that's all. Happens to the best of us. Okay, we're moving. It's really cute. I love this, like a beehive. And I just did a bee quilt. But it's a real big quilt. I have to send it out to get quilted. There's no way I could quilt it. It's too big. All right. Do the same thing and cut it. Trying to get it where you can see it a little better. The lighting in here is terrible. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to have to figure out better lighting in this room, but it's what I got for now. And I have some lights on in here, but it's not enough. It looks like on here that it's not that bright. I guess you can see it. Cut your 1/4 inch. Pretty close to it. I don't think you have to be exact. As long as you don't cut in the seam. got this one. This one here, I'm not doing too much matching because it's all over pattern. But like when you had the big flowers, I was trying to make sure I got most of the flower in there. And like I also said, you can pin this and pin it right on the outside. See, I'm turning it. Just make sure I got it going the right way. Yeah, so you could pin it here. It'll be out of the way of where you're stitching at if you need to pin it. Alrighty. And when I'm doing these, I try to really slow down because I want to make sure that these angles are on point, because if they're not the right size, they don't line up. And just if you're sewing things, or if you make a big seam, you don't sew close enough to that line, it just throws all the measurements off. So we're not running a marathon. It's my favorite word. Slow down. Pay attention. I usually have my friction pin in here, so when I iron it, it erases the line, but you're not going to see these lines anyway, so I didn't want to get up and go find one. I'm surprised I didn't have one though. I'm going to have to keep one in here too. Friction pin is a good thing to have. Pretty, pretty. Come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. I'm hoping, if you're watching this, that you have already subscribed and shared. Tell a friend or 10. My sister-in-law told me that. She said one of the channels she watches, the lady always says, tell a friend or 10. I said, I like that. Maybe I'll say that. Tell a friend or 10. Okay. Must have picked it up. Okay, so we got this one done. And it goes here. Like that. All right. We are moving right along here. Look at that. So we have to put this piece here, and we're going to attach these two pieces together, which we could have did earlier, but we didn't. So we're going to do it now. Okay, right sides together. That's a nice little pattern. I like it, Sally. I like it, Sally. I like this block. This one is going here. And this one goes here. Yeah, I have to do something about this lighting in this room. This is not bright enough. I'm thinking I just need to get another house. My husband would have a fit. What? Yeah, the lighting is off, dear. And I think I need to get another house. That would be funny. I'm hoping this doesn't make a difference, will it? It needs to go like this. Why is that one going different? Okay, hold on. It goes in like this. I'm gonna have to cut this and make sure the other ones is right before I show you. Because it look like I'm, oh, okay, this one didn't go the same way, okay. Like, when they go in the same way, okay. That's what I mean by that. Okay. Press that down. I don't know, we was talking about it before, the difference between ironing and pressing. And when you're doing certain things like this, we want to press, we want to iron because we don't want to distort the block right anyway by stretching it out, by rubbing the iron back and forth like this. Okay, so this goes in this corner. And it did make a difference. So you want to just kind of, let me see something if I can. You just want to kind of just sit it there. Press it down. You want to just kind of sit it. That's what I'm talking about. We got one more to put down. Let's see, this one goes over here. This one goes right here. And this last one. This one goes right here. All right, so now we're gonna take these two here. These two. We're gonna sew them together. Right across here. And I am gonna turn it this way. And the reason I'm going to turn it this way is because I don't know if you could see that there's a little X here. Right there. I want that stitch to go right across there so that I don't lose my point here. That's my goal. That is my goal. Let's see if I meet my goal. Slow it down. Bam. Hit it right in the middle. Take the next one. We got 4 of these to do. All right. This is number 3. This is number 4. I think I did good. Let's see how I did. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. That point is still there. I really apologize about this lighting. Next time I would have to move so much to bring that lamp over here, but next time, or I'll just go back out. And we are going to press this away from the point, because that's what it looked like it want to do. And I say, let the fabric do what it do, baby. I hear a plane. We're not that close to the airport. Why do I hear a plane? Let's put that right there. Can you see it? There you go. Looks nice. All right, this is the last one. And then we'll start putting it all together in rows. All right. So we're doing it like this. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Let's look. Isn't that pretty? I have to move you over some. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. So we're going to sew this to this to this, and this to this. Okay. Just making sure everything is pretty much straight. All the stuff out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Let's take this pin off of here. I don't think we need that anymore. Okay, now I see I had to put it back. Okay, now flip it over. I know that's a little special, but it is what it is. It's a little special, but I just didn't want to sew it on the wrong way. Now this one, okay. the top row we're pressing out. The middle row we're pressing in, and the bottom row we're pressing out. And that's just so it can nest together when we put the 3 rows together. And so far, so good. Oh, this must go up here. Okay. All right. All right. Now we'll take it. I'll spin it around. You can see these are already sewed together. And we'll take this. We'll turn it this way, here, and here. And we're going to sew right around down that seam there. Hold on, wait a minute. I should have pressed this one this way. I pressed it the wrong way, so let me fix that. And by pressing it the right way, it nests better. Okay, now that'll work. That was an easy fix. It's just that one that was pressed the wrong way. And sometimes it makes a difference. It really does. There we go. This is going out. That is going in. This is so pretty. I think everybody is doing such a great job on this. I really do. I just think everybody's doing such, I mean, I'm going to give you a chance to look at all of them. I got them on my design board. All 6 of them. Which this is number 6. And this is going out. We got the green, we got the blue, dark blue, or the blue, and the light blue, and the orange, and the red. It's really, really, they're really doing a great job. The 3 rows are together now. Now we're going to take this and flip it over and sew it this way, right across here, and then we'll flip the other one over and sew it across. All right, so we're just going to do that. Now on this one, I might pin it. I am going to pin it, because I really want this to line up in that middle. So I'm going to pin that. I'm going to pin this side. One thing I do when I'm pinning it, I pin it down. You see up here is where we're going to stitch. I pin it down low enough where I don't have to take the pins out. Because me personally, I don't like sewing over pins. I don't want nothing popping up. I'm probably dangerous by myself. I don't need nothing popping out or popping up in my face. So I always put those pins where I can sew but not across them. And I'm still going across that little crisscross in that middle section, trying to make sure I keep my points. Let's pull that down a little bit. Take those out. Looks pretty good to me. We'll put the other piece on. Line that up. That's why we press the middle end and the 2 outer pieces out so that they will nest and we can get them to line up pretty darn good. Alrighty, we are almost there. I'm thinking about changing, come on, get in there. Thinking about changing my room around again. Try to clean it up, maybe get it a little bit more organized. You heard me say a little bit, because I don't know how much organized it could get with all this stuff in here. But I'm thinking about it. Need to find some places to put some stuff, or maybe stuff that, or like different arts and craft things that I used to do that I don't do anymore. Maybe get rid of that. That'll give me some more. Look at that. Just give me a minute. Let me press it out. I think we need to just go ahead and get a good pressing. I hope you're happy with it, what I did for you, Sally. Well, whoever, Mary, I did hers too. I hope y'all are happy with how I sewed it together. But both of the ones all three of the ones that I sewed together, they came out very nice. Mary Jo did Debbie's, and it came out very nice. And Pat did her own, and hers came out very nice as well. And we have 3 more people. We have Robin, Brenda, and Cindy. Those are the next 3 that we're doing. And I'm not sure if they're going to do theirs or not as far as on camera. Alrighty. There it is. I'm going to bring my camera up to me. That was good. I'm going to bring it so you can see it better. That came out so nice. I like it. I like it. And of course, here they are together. Okay. But like I was saying, I'm going to change my room. Now, my husband at one point, when we first got married, and we've been married 31 years now, and he used to do flooring at one point. And I asked him to draw out my floor, my floor plan, all my stuff, so I could at least put it on a piece of paper and kind of move it around the way I wanted to see how it would look. And I just wanted to show y'all this, how he did it. I have it in this bag, all my little pieces. You see? All my little pieces. This is all my furniture down here. And this is my room here. This is the this door. This is my door to the outside right here. And then I have my other door that comes into the sewing room here. And so he took all my pieces, and they all have measurements on it. There we go. And so I'm able to bring it down. I'm able to move my little pieces of my furniture around on my board to see how I want it to look before I start moving stuff. So these are all my little pieces that's in my room. I'm thinking about taking that desk out of here. My little ironing board, my tall cabinets, all of this is on here, and I got it. I'm gonna set it up on my diagram here and see about how I want to change my room around without moving the pieces first. I don't want to move all this stuff out and not know where I want to put it. So I thought that was neat. I don't know if y'all would like, maybe you could do the same thing. If you're trying to move something around, you could draw out all your stuff on draft paper and move it around like that. I'll tell you one thing, it works better than moving that furniture and then say, no, over here, no, I don't like it over here, no, but just put it back the way it was. Just put it back the way it was, that's all. Just put it back the way it was. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's how I move my stuff around. And I want to show you all the other blocks. Is that all I wanted to show y'all today? Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? I think so. I did get one of those thread cutters from the Fat Quarter shop, and I was so disappointed. I don't know if I mentioned it in another video, but I ordered it, and it had a picture of it in green showing you how to put it together, but it was in pink. And when I seen the picture in green, I said, oh yeah, and I clicked on it and I ordered it, not paying it any attention. It clearly said that it was pink. In the description and everywhere, it said it was pink. And I'm like, well, why did you show it in green? Why would you show it in green if you don't have it in green? And so when I got it, I was so disappointed. But as I read the invoice and went back online and looked at it, and it said it was pink. And when I got it and everything, I read the invoice. It clearly said it was pink, but I still called them. And I said, I'm not saying that, I read it and it says it's pink. And I was just so disappointed because when I seen the green, I just automatically thought, why would you show it in green if you don't have it in green? And the lady said, well, I understand. I said, you really should take that down. And if you're going to show it when you put it together or whatever, you show it, you putting it together in pink. Because that's all you have is pink. And they came out with a green one, but they gave me my money back for the pink one and told me to keep it, which was nice. Now that's good customer service. And they now they came out in green. I'm gonna show you both of them, but I want to show you my wall. I was so glad to get it in green because I didn't want no pink. I don't want pink. I'm not a pink girl. I know a lot of people are pink girls, but I'm not. I'm not a pink girl. I'm a green girl. Oh, I'm moving around. And you see I got to slide because it's a lot of junk in here. It's not junk. I say it's a lot of stuff. It's not a lot of junk. I don't have junk. I do not have junk. It's a lot of stuff. But I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to show you the ones we have. Those are all of them. You see the red, the pink, and then you see it in red, orange, and blue. And then you'll see pink here, and there's a pink one. I got another quilt that I got together. I need to move out the way. Sit it right here. You'll see the pink and the blue and the green. And then we're going to put the yellow up here. And put the yellow and the pink. And it'll make it to this board here. So that's all 6 of them. And there they go. My board is not really wide enough to put them like all the pink on one side and all the different colors on the other side. So this is what we got here. And everybody did a good job. As you can see here, this is the pink that's the same as the red. This is the pink and it's the same as the orange. This is the pink for breast cancer. All the pinks are for breast cancer, and then here's the blue. This is the pink here that goes with the green. And that's the pink there that goes with the baby blue. Now we did this blue on camera, but Mary also did this one. So we could look at both of these and maybe you could tell me which one we should put. I'm thinking maybe we might want to put this blue up there. Let's see, hold on. That could go. I like that too. So you can kind of tell me which ones you like better, that blue or this blue. Same pattern, just got a little extra on this one on the design board. And then of course the pink here and the yellow that we just put together today. Yep, that's what we got going. for the charity quilt. I'm going to turn this back around. This is my room, y'all. It's terrible. Look at the ironing board. Got stuff all over. I'm going to turn it around so y'all... I don't want y'all talking about me. I don't want y'all talking about me. But let me show you the two little thread cutters. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just set it up. Okay. Turn you back around. All right. Here they go. Now this is the one I seen, and that's the one I got. And finally they came out with the green one. One of my friends told me the green one, they got the green one, so I ordered it. But you know, I love this one. This one here, it's okay, pink. But they finally got it. Maybe I said something. Maybe it was because I said if you're gonna do it, don't advertise something you don't have. I'm like, why would you advertise it in green and you don't have it in green? So that's the end of our sew along for the charity quilt. So as I always say, this story is told. And y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.